A letter, from chalk dust to gunpowder. I've gotten to know you much more intimately as of late. You might recall that you and we shared airspace in a grade school hallway. I wish I could say it was a pleasure to meet you, but it wasn't. See, that day, when gunshots rang out like school bells through my room, I knew I had to speak to you after class. For far too long, you have coated the minds of my students with your residue. They cannot listen to the click-clack of me writing about vocabulary or scientific processes because they half expect to hear a battle raging at the other end of the hallway. They're not thinking about the meaning of the word senseless or the components of a chemical reaction. You have driven them to distraction. You snuck into my sanctuary on the back of anxiety, hanging in the air next to me, so thick you'll feel the lines on the teacher's palms the way I once did. I am far less palpable than you are. You speak so much more loudly than I do, but know that my words carry more weight, and all I have to say is I am a teacher. I write not just on blackboards, but on the summer sidewalk canvases of children's minds, and I find that when I impart on my students, they will take much deeper to heart than any threat of you ever coating their lungs, because I believe in them. The way the hand that held me believed in the mind that learned how to make you back in 5th period high school chemistry. I know you. I know that your potential does not simply lie in your energy. You are not just a residue. You are a catalyst, explosive in ways other than what you are comprised of. And while you may have your place in this stained and sullied world, never enter my classroom again. That day when the gunshots fell silent, I was all that lingered over the mess you made. You saw nothing. You never clung to the eyelashes of a police officer who had to walk into his own son's school, never felt them quiver in anguish as he had to step over small bodies tossed like unwanted toys on a careless child's playroom floor. Your fingerprints left filthy smudges on their skin. You were never under the fingernails that dug into a little boy's sweatshirt as his teacher cradled him in her arms when you spit in both of their faces, and you will not be there for the aftermath. To write the answers to the questions the survivors will have by writing hope and forgiveness on the blank slate they will be searching for, but I will be there to teach them how to move on. And yet I have one final lesson for you. When the smoke clears from our chemistry to our colors, after you and I mix, all that ever remains are ashes.